Hello. Once again, I'm here to show you some things you can do with the Clavinova. In this video, we are going to consider the possibility that perhaps you are here to clean up the church, and while you are cleaning up the church, you would like to listen to the hymns that we are going to be singing at the next service. And so what you would do is you would come over here once again, and we're going to open up the Clavinova. And once again, here is the on-off button. See if I can get a good shot of it. On-off button right there. Turn the Clavinova on. Wait for it to go through its boot-up cycle. There we are. And we're going to go over here to Song Select, which will change the screen so that it looks like this, and will give you a variety of different things. We'll use the tab then to shift over to the User tab, and that should give you the next service. In this case, the next service that's loaded in the User section is for the year 2016, the second month, which is February, the 21st day. And you can see it's in the top slot. This top slot corresponds to this programmable button over here. So if we push that, you can see the folder opened up. When I push this button, the folder opened up. Now when I push this button, I select the top item. If I push the second button, I get the second item. The third button, a third item. The fourth button, a fourth item, and so forth. For the items on this side of the screen, we have buttons over here. The top button, the second button, the third button, the fourth button, the fifth button. You can see how that works. Down below, if you look carefully, we have two rows of indicators. The first row has P1, that stands for page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. Then underneath that are the words name, cut, copy. This is grayed out, but it says paste, delete, save, folder, and over here is the word up. Basically, these two rows of labels correspond to these two rows of buttons. So, page 1, this button. Page 2, now I'm on page 2 of the service. Page 3, page 4 of the service, so I can go back and forth in the service that way. Now what I want to show you is how you can set this up so it will play the entire service without you punching any buttons at all. To do that, we use something over here called the function key. Right there. That's changed the display. And if you look there, the second key down on the left is called song setting. That's the one you want. So the second key down, song setting. If you look at the screen, you'll see that right in here it says off. Here's the word all. And basically, this indicates how the songs will be played. You can see there's a way you can play random, walk around in the folder wherever you want. But if we say all, it will just play them in order. And we see this is over, and this corresponds to this button here. So we'll move that button over to all. Then we'll go down here to the exit button. We'll exit out of that. That brings us back to the display with all the hymns on it. Now, ordinarily, if you wanted to listen to the whole service, you'd select the first hymn. The first hymn is kind of long. So what I want to do is select the pastor's pitch, because that's kind of a short little thing there. See, the pastor's pitch is second from the bottom. So we go over here, second from the bottom, select the pastor's pitch. Then we go over here and see how this is record, stop, and play. Once I hit the play button, and let me turn that up so you can hear it. Now notice, it'll play the pastor's pitch, and then it'll just work its way down through the service. See how that works? Okay, I turned it back down. By the way, the volume control is over here by the left speaker. And what you can do, I don't want to listen to the whole service right now, so anytime you want to stop the service, just hit the stop key, and it stops. And you'll notice over here it went and it just skipped right on to page 2, which is indicated here. Page 2 is the highlighted tab, and it will just go through the entire service that way, and you can listen to the whole service. And when you get to the end of the service, it will, let's go to the end of the service, and here is the postlude, and I'll just start that up and listen to it a little bit. Now I'll turn it down so I can talk over it. Basically, the idea here is, once the postlude's finished, I'm going to turn that down a little bit more. Once the postlude is finished, you'll see it'll go wrap right around and start in a prelude again. So basically, you can start anywhere you like, and it will finish out the entire folder. Then it will go back to the folder and play it over again. It will do this again and again and again until you press the stop key. You see how that worked? As soon as it finished the postlude, it went back and started right over again with the prelude, and it would play through the whole service. And now I'm not interested in listening to the whole service right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop over here and press stop. And now we're finished. When the time comes that you are finished, you're going to leave as a courtesy to the next person who is using the Clavinova. It would be good if you set the function back to normal. So once again, we're going to go over here to the function key, which will bring us this screen up. The second button down, it's the song setting, and you can see it's still on all. We'll go over to this button here, press it until it's on off, and then we'll exit out. Back to the screen, and now it's on single play mode again. And if you do that while a song is playing, it will finish out the song and then stop. So you can do that while a song is playing, or you can do that while it's not. But you should do that so that the Clavinova is back in the way that for the next person who's going to use the Clavinova, so that they're not surprised by the fact that they select one song and play it and then it goes right on to the next. That would be a big surprise. Hopefully this will help you understand the operation of the Clavinova on those times when you want to listen to it while you're cleaning up the church or doing something else. And thank you for doing that, by the way, because that does take some of the load of time and responsibility off the people who actually program the Clavinova, and makes it possible so that they don't have to spend a lot of time listening, but instead they can spend their time programming the Clavinova as well. And so thank you for watching this video. And now that we're finished with this, we'll go over and we'll turn the Clavinova off. There we go.